This video will discuss how to write a friendly letter. Letter writing is a fun way to communicate with others. When we begin writing a letter, the first thing we have to do is decide who we are writing to. This is known as the audience. Your audience may be formal if it is someone important you are writing to or someone you don't know very well. Informal letters are written to people you know well, like your grandma, cousin, or friend. There are 5 parts that must be included in every letter: the date, salutation or greeting, body, closing, and signature. The date goes at the top of your letter. It lets the person you are writing to know when you wrote the letter. Write out the date, for example, November 15th, 2018, or abbreviate it using only numbers indicating the month, day, and year. The date needs to be located under the sender's address on the top of the page above the greeting. Next, you must add the salutation or greeting. The beginning of a letter, whether it's handwritten or in the form of an email, is called a salutation. This is where you will address the person to whom you're writing. An informal or friendly letter will usually begin with "Dear," the person's name, comma. It always ends with a comma. After the salutation comes the body of the letter. The body is very important. It is where you communicate your thoughts, ideas, and questions. The body of the letter always needs to be written in chronological order or in a sequence. Paragraph 1 of the body of the friendly letter is usually warm and lighthearted. It's a way to set the tone of the letter. Remember, tone is how the author feels about the topic of the letter. It also lets the recipient know what is to follow. Paragraph 2 usually describes the primary message of the letter. What is your purpose for writing the letter? You should be very clear when identifying why you are writing. Consider the 7 C's of communication: clear, concise, concrete, correct, coherent, complete, and courteous. Paragraph 3 is where you will wrap up your letter. Do you have any questions for your recipient? What personal connections can you make to your letter's message? Share something about yourself. Try to match the tone you established in the rest of the letter. The closing and signature come after the body. The closing shows the letter has ended. Depending on who you are writing to, you may say "your friend, comma, love, comma, sincerely, comma." On the next line, after the comma, you write and sign your name. This is called the signature. Letter writing is a fun way to communicate with people all over the world. Remember, when writing a letter, you need to include 5 parts: the date, salutation or greeting, body, closing, and signature. Have fun writing!